Welcome to Moeed's video diary. And that's me. So how are you feeling right this minute?
I feel okay, I feel good, I'm standing up. I'm very, very tense. Slightly painful. The abdominal area. Last night wasn't very good. The local anesthetic completely worn away. Can't really cough because that contracts my diaphragm, that really hurts. So yeah, it started wearing away, and so last night was a bit rough. I vomited a couple of times, which didn't help because that also contracts the diaphragm, but obviously I felt a bit better after that. Thankfully got through the night with a whole bunch of oral morphine and other forms of painkiller. I woke up this morning and I felt okay. But puked up again this morning. Felt like I was going to pass out, which wasn't a very nice feeling. Just been in bed since then, to be honest. Haven't really done much walking around or eating, which is obviously not a good thing. Nurses are slightly worried. Obviously this is not a small procedure, so my body needs time to adapt, as do I. But yeah man, going down for a walk now. Hopefully get the blood flow in and get some fresh air. And then we'll see where they go from there.
Cool.
Yeah, it feels okay man. I'm walking with a bit of a hunch. Yeah, I suppose it just takes some getting used to. Like I said, it's really tense around this area here. Yeah, I feel okay. Ooh, it is a bit painful, to be honest.
Is this the furthest you've walked since being
No, I
here?
know. I went to Sainsbury's yesterday with my dad.
Oh wow.
But that's because I wasn't feeling any pain due to the local anaesthetic.
Oh, okay.
That's what worn off, yeah. And then if I'll be going as far as that.
Yeah.
So we shall see.
Just sitting here in the canteen, about to have a tea.
Yeah, came down for a little walk.
How do you feel after the walk?
Pretty drained, I'm not gonna lie. I do feel like I've run a marathon rather than walk.
Yeah.
A very small distance. As you can see, I'm leaning to one side just because the tension is a bit too much. But yeah, man. To be honest, I'm feeling a bit hungry now. But I'm just kind of confused as to what to eat.
What would you say is tempting you most thought of at the moment?
Pizza.
Pizza.
KFC.
Wrong choices. Wrong choices.
No, not right now. Maybe once I'm healed up. Right now, I don't really know, man. I'm pretty hungry though.
Bit of soup.
Soup, not very appetizing, but if it does the job, it does the job, you know.
It's good you're feeling the hunger there.
I might get like a panini or something.
Nice.
Fifth day in hospital. Things seem to slowly be falling into place. The last 2 nights have been pretty rough, to be honest, in terms of like a kind of indigestion, bloated, heartburn feel. I think it's kind of lack of movement that kind of plays a role towards that. So I've started walking around a lot more, and obviously that inevitably allows like kind of the natural flow of the body to work, and the stoma seems to be working a lot better. Surgeons are happy for me to go home, but the stoma nurse, they really want me to kind of get to grips with changing it, the bag, and taking care of the stoma and cleaning it and hygiene. So that's something I managed to do today. I changed it myself and cleaned it, so that was pretty cool. The stoma itself is shrinking, obviously quite inflamed at the start, but it's starting to, yeah, inflammation is settling. Hopefully going home tomorrow, Saturday. If not, it will be Monday. What is up? Some rainbow lighting. Short one. Had my first leak today, which was rather unpleasant. Rather than 2 consecutive ones. I don't really know what I was doing incorrectly. Obviously still got a lot to learn, but yeah, just the smell was rancid. So yeah, I had to change that all, and trousers and shorts. I don't think I'm sticking it down properly around the Stoma site. So that needs to be worked on. I can't wait to get home and shave and sort my hair out and have a proper shower. But those things will come. I suppose they're not that important at the moment. Just making sure my health is at a constant, decent level before I can go home. And I suppose it's the start of a new chapter, man, with the Stoma. Whenever I look at it, it just seems so surreal. A bit of my intestine hanging out of me. 2 leaks today. Let's hope it doesn't happen again. So it's Monday the 14th, exactly 1 week after my operation. I'm feeling a lot better physically. I've just been given my medication, which is usually the sign that I'm able to leave the hospital. They're just going to print out some discharge forms. I got a sick note from the doctor and he wrote 1 week on it, which was quite ridiculous, I thought. I just had like my insides cut out. But they managed to change it to 2 weeks, which is cool, and then I had to go to the GP to get that extended further. Just went down to the canteen and got some jerk chicken. Yeah, it tasted really good. Hopefully the appetite will slowly get back, and on to the next chapter of this journey. Let's hope it gets a little more entertaining. Back home now from the hospital. Lovely to be back in obviously the home environment with the family. I always find that I get quite lethargic and just lazy whilst in the hospital. You spend hours just lying down, not doing much. I'm happy in terms of that aspect, you know, just being back out and amongst other humans. But got home and literally just did a deep cleanse, what I always do once I get back. Yeah, the journey begins now with my new friend. I've been given like a little combat kit for the week whilst I organise delivery of the ostomy bags. Literally insane how many things you can get, and the kind of market out there for the stoma, people with stomas, you know. I had a look on just one specific brand's website and they had about 15 different bags. It's a pretty crazy to think how in-depth these companies go, but at the same time pretty amazing because it leaves you open to kind of cater to your needs. Obviously I don't really know what my needs are at the moment when it comes to going out with the colostomy bag and all that, so that's just things I suppose I'll get used to. I can, you know, trial and error. I've started a food diary because I think it's something that's pretty vital, while especially, you know, getting to know, it sounds quite nasty, but you know, the consistency that comes out into the bag, basically you need to kind of monitor that. If it's too runny, obviously you're not absorbing enough fluids into the body. It needs to be kind of like a porridgey consistency. You do basically. So that's something I've got to kind of keep an eye out on. One thing I have noticed, that I've lost quite a lot of weight, about 2 kilos in the 1 week I've been in hospital. Always been quite conscious, obviously, with the whole Crohn's disease and everything, but I see this as like the next step now. I know it's going to benefit me. I'm going to be able to put on weight, as well as perhaps enjoy foods I may not have been able to enjoy before. I suppose we just got to see how it goes. The first week has been a bit all over the place, as you can imagine, after having quite rigorous surgery, but I'm getting used to the whole bag thing. Like I said in previously, I had a few leaks over the weekend, so that's something I'm hoping that doesn't happen again, but it's just part and parcel of what happens, or just living with a stoma. I'm gonna hit the hay, absolutely knackered. Let's see how things go, you know. I'm gonna continue making these videos. Hopefully people, you know, grow an affiliation and start understanding what it's like to live with Crohn's disease, IBD, and the stomas more specifically, and that's all I really kind of wanted to do. And if I can help people at the same time, amazing, you know. I'd love to be able to do that. This is kind of a record for me to look back upon. So I'm not really gonna hold back much. As you can see, look, I know I'm skinny. Look at myself. But it's just one of those things, you know. It's not something that's in my hands. And like I said, now that I've got a bit more control with the Stoma, I'm sure I'll be piling on the pounds and getting that beach body, yo. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.